Hey, everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA.
Here we go.
And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. Pass to Young. No one near him. The Suns clear it.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. And Young, here we go.
Durant covering a lot of territory with his length.
Here's Dunn. On target from range. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one. He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Durant. Rebound, Trae Young. Here's Atlanta with the ball. It's a 5-point game. From downtown. The rebound by Devin Booker. And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. Back to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, KD attacking the rim. Hard to imagine anybody's going to get in the way of that.
And here's Young. Uses the glass on the layup.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Yeah, massive relief there. Getting a little bit frustrating for them until that bucket.
And looking at Trae Young, Brent, his team's always finished in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team.
And the shot goes in.
So tricky there with the floater, and a nice touch from Trae Young.
The kick to Durant. Fires for 3. Second shot opportunity. Here's Richards. Three-pointer. Beal. Rebounded by Daniels. Hawks trail by 5. And Trae Young again. Young's got 6.
And there's some agility as Trae Young maneuvers to the shot he wants.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Budenholzer. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer, force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, B.A.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And how about the skill of Risache? Able to outwork the contact and finish what he started.
So both teams changing it up here. And that one misses. And you watch Jalen Johnson. His athleticism, man, it's unique.
Pretty unique at his size, right, B.A.? He just glides around the court. He's got great speed when they play in transition and can get above the rim. So this guy, a bit of a matchup nightmare. Just think when he gets his confidence. And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter. Niang outside. Back to LeVert. Niang outside. Shot clock at 6. On the wing man. Fires from deep. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. The Suns lead by 3. To the paint. Here's Richards. Rebounded by Johnson. And it's Atlanta's ball. LeVert right side. Johnson inside. Good work defensively by Richards. Outside Durant. Knocks it down from distance. Durant's got 5 now.
That's one of Durant's specialties. He can pull up off the drive and shoot right over you, not even knowing you're there.
LeVert. Richards pulls it in.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter here. That one is off. Here's Niang. Outside man. LeVert outside. Over Jones. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Phoenix Suns leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Beal outside. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Beal's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You got to get out on Beal. He's just too dangerous as an outside shooter.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Pass to Rizachet. Beyond the arc. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. The Suns lead by 7. Beal from outside. Beal with another miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that, because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. The talent is there, Allie. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Atlanta.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Young looking for an opening. Niang outside. From outside the arc. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Niang's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Dunn. Outside Booker. And here's Durant. Back to Booker. 6 to shoot. From behind the arc. Oh, Durant from way out.
I don't know how you get out and disrupt Kevin Durant on that catch and shoot.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Here's Young. He's got 6. And Durant with the block. In transition, here come the Suns. Beal from outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but It's importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Back to Durant. Launches a three. Okongwu with the rebound. Hawks trail by 12. To the middle. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Free throw good, Okongwu. He's off on the second. Phoenix leading by 11. The three is up. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
Well, Booker's looking for any shot. Those corner threes have to look pretty easy to him.
There's Young with the three. Knocks down the triple. Young's got 9 points.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Johnson with a bucket.
Well, this team has trusted Young's ability to run an offense, and that includes him finding teammates.
Beal outside. No good there. Good D by Okongwu. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
To the wing, right side. Outside Young. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Beal. The Suns lead by 8. For three, Booker. Okongwu with the rebound. On the push, here comes Atlanta. Outside Young. That'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Bradley Beal has been leading the charge for Phoenix. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys. And he hasn't really had that.
Pass to Durant. For three, Booker. Drains the triple. Give him 8.
Dangerous at all times from range. Booker shoots threes at will.
Young from long range. It's hauled in by the Suns. They've led by as many as 14. Down low. Good D by Okongwu.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. It's going to be Okongwu shooting. It's going to be on Nick Richards. This will be his 3rd free throw of the game. Phoenix leading by 8. Inside. Pass to Dunn. Outside Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
So good at finishing around the gaps in the defense, and when Booker gets into space, he's going to let it fly.
Young from long range. Durant pulls it in.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. Hawks trail by 12. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Just another part of Devin Booker's amazing offensive game. He finds wide open guys.
Young misses.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Young. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Booker for three. Buries it from three. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Hawks trail by 19. There's Young with the three. Counted from distance. Young's got 12 points in the game.
And that's where Young is just so comfortable. He lives well beyond the three-point line.
Pass to Richards. Here's Iguodaro. Back to Richards. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's Young. He's got 12. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And out on the wings, Zach Rizachet has so many things scouts are looking for these days.
Yeah, B.A., this guy has tremendous potential as a two-way threat. Great length, good athleticism, and his jump shot could be elite.
The three from Rizachet. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. And Jalen Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. A minute 37 left in the third quarter. Hawks trail by 14. Here's Rizachet. Plumlee pulls down the board. Jones feels it out. Pass to O'Neal. Right side Bull from the arc. O'Neal misses.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Really good passing wing. Rizachet isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
It's stolen by Johnson. Driving to the basket. And he gets it to go.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Plumlee, no good. And here are the Hawks now. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's Johnson. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Phoenix leading by 10. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Atlanta with possession here. Pass to Rizachet. Back to LeVert. Puts up a three. Plumlee pulls down the board. Allen, left side. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've got a comfortable lead in large part due to their three-point shooting. Back at And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Atlanta with possession here. Trailing by 13. Fires top of the key. That one rolls around and rims out. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Booker. Tries it from 19. And the shot goes. Booker's got 11 points here in the second half.
And Booker just keeps taking him. He's a scoring machine.
And here's LeVert for three. Oh, Booker with a block. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Here he goes. For three, Durant. On the wing, Durant. Lets it go from deep. Lets the three fly. Gets the three ball to go. And the Suns lead by 18.
Looks so effortless for Kevin Durant, making long-range shots look unchallenging.
Pass to man. Just 5 on the clock. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And he drops the first. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Suns lead by 17. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. That's good.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
To the inside. Nice shot by Durant. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Pure from three-point range.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Young from long range. Rebounded by Dunn.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Down low. Here's Richards. Rebound, Trae Young. Hawks trail by 16. 4-3. And it's Young again missing. Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Drawing a foul down low. Trae Young earning that trip to the line.
And both free throws good for Young.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Hawks trail by 14. Young on the drive. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Booker with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Yes, sir! KD for three.
Yeah, pull out your dictionary, look up the term pure scorer. You might see a picture of one Kevin Durant.
Takes a three. Can't hit that one.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Suns.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Devin Booker.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way too.
Outside Johnson. Clock at 6. Here's Daniels. That one's wide left. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Controls the rebound and the putback. That gives him a double-double.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Pass to Durant. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw is good. Nine seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. So it's the Suns winning this one. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Pass to White. Beyond the arc. Indiana with a rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant. But even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it. The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He misses the free throw. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now here's Tatum. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
Here's Halliburton. Back to Turner. Nembhard outside. Halliburton for three. Tatum pulls it in. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. To the inside. Here's the floater. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
And it's fun watching Tatum continue to evolve as a scorer. Beautiful touch on that teardrop.
Halliburton looking over the floor. Tipped away. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Porzingis. Banked it in off the glass.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Siakam in the post. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
We'll now go to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. Allie.
We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend, and Coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time, too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
And the basket by Holiday.
And I really like Holiday's shot selection. It's fun watching him measure defenses and catch them off guard.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Nesmith on the wing. Back to Nembhard. 6 to shoot. Launches it. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Celtics lead by 4. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
So he comes up empty at the line.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
And here's Boston. Good.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pacers trail by 6. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And there's a 3-second violation.
About to quit, bro.
Celtics lead by 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brown's gotten his second bucket of the game.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting the game the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little.
Now here's Siakam. Got a hand on it. Brown with it. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. McConnell from outside. The Pacers again can't hit. Pass to Brown. Here's Cornette. Back to Brown. Releases from 15. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Here's Pritchard. 4-3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Celtics out in front. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Celtics.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And here's Indiana now. It's a 5-point game. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Now here's Halliburton. Yet to see a basket.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
And let's send it over to Battle of the Force.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said, quote, I want to be a champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the greats. I want the next generation to talk about my ability as a basketball player. That's definitely the goal, and I don't ever set limits. Brian?
Allie, just scratching the surface. Thank you, good stuff there. Tatum.
Oh my God, bro.
No, sir. He's now 3 for 5 in this one. Pass to Walker. Now here's Toppin. McConnell left side. Let's go with a 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Here's Tatum. Matherin with a steal. In transition, here come the Pacers. To the left wing. To the left side wing. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Stand back in your early coaching days. What was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals, and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
That's nice. 5 on the clock. Rebound Boston. Left side Holiday. The ball's knocked loose.
Oh my God! I fucking pushed that, bro.
Halliburton all the way.
And the coaching staff wants Halliburton to take advantage of easy scoring opportunities, including finishing in transition.
You better miss this shit.
That's
Oh my God.
Pacers trail by 3. To the middle. Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Here's Pritchard. He's
Oh,
off
how the fuck he missed
Excellent
that?
D there from Toppin. And here's Indiana now. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Oh, how about KP on the break?
And look at Porzingis hustling in transition, getting there to complete the fast break.
And Standing went undrafted back in 2021. But Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooter, and he is a knockdown shooter. And in 6'7", both good size and plays both ends of the court.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So both teams changing it up here. Holiday taking his time here. Pass to Craig. Outside White. Back to Brown. Takes the 3. Siakam pulls down the board. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up to the Pacers. They trail by 1. Over Craig. Siakam, no good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
I can fucking get it off.
Outside Porzingis. Indiana.
Oh my God.
Siakam left side. Outside Nesmith. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here are the Celtics with the ball. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock.
Yo, how the fuck he stripped him, bro?
On the wing, they hit.
Ain't no fucking
And
free,
he's
nigga.
fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, motherfuckers playing me, dude.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
He shooting 3? Oh, he just say he's shooting 2, bro.
The last one's off. They'll settle for 2.
The fuck? Nigga just say you're shooting fucking 2 feet.
White on
2
the
fucking free throws,
He's
bro.
scoreless. Outside Craig. Pass to Holiday. The 3 is up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Pacers out in front, up 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Three-pointer, Halliburton. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive. Both now and throughout their
How the
entire
fuck?
history.
Yo, I swear yo, this game ass, bro.
In this league. And it's
I swear this shit. I don't know.
And
I'm
great
gonna have to play
trade.
football.
Right side,
Fuck that easy ass shot. Now get the fuck out of here.
Ooh, Brown inside.
Well, you can make that weak ass shit.
More than just a shooter.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Over to the left wing. Here's Siakam. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. And the Pacers lead by one.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the
The whole lane is fucking open, bro. Oh, bro.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready. Especially if you're coming off from a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that. And it starts with him. Here's Halliburton. Following the bucket by Boston. Holiday grabs the miss.
He gonna miss this shit.
2 minutes in now.
No, he better than
Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
Well, you know when Brown's hitting the three, it really opens up this offense.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Indiana trailing here.
the fuck is that trying to stay the same fucking person for a bitch?
Nembhard, right side. There's the triple. And Indiana misses again.
He better make this shit.
White for three.
Oh my god. Oh, wow. Fuck. Oh, man, come on.
Shoots over Tatum. Siakam looking it over. Here's Nesmith. It's good.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
Now here's Holiday. 5 points in the game. Here's Tatum. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just
why you on the side, nigga, bro?
Quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out.
You better listen to
Just work on the court, do all the talking for him.
The Celtics with the lead. On the wing, Tatum. From the arc.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Three-pointer, Halliburton. Porzingis grabs the board.
It's clear that he's totally out of sync.
That's a dunk, man.
The team needs to rethink his strategy and what to do with him.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Now here's Halliburton.
Oh shit.
Lays it up and banks it in. Turner's got 5.
Oh, we got a piece of that shit, bro. That was a flop, bro.
That's what you're supposed to do. Attack in the painted area.
A minute 4 left in the third. Outside.
This is a better game. Come on, why did it go? And he's fucking slow.
Pass to Mathurin. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
Here's Pritchard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Horford.
What the fuck, Horford?
Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Oh, nothing new for Horford. He knows how to score against tough coverage.
Yeah, I'm fucking
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Mathurin. Here's Shepherd. Back to Mathurin.
Oh shit.
Shot clock at 6.
Oh shit.
Indiana the shot off.
I jumped, bro.
No luck on that one.
Oh my god.
And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. We're going to step aside.
That's a good game to you, though, bro.
Terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Boston with the ball.
Oh, he looked like he was open.
Craig with it. And it's McConnell picking him up. Craig, good. Indiana on offense. 2-point game.
Oh, my God.
Outside to McConnell.
He nervous, y'all.
Fires the
He
three.
open like a bitch on the side. Showing that dude. Oh, circle, nigga!
Here's Tatum. And
Oh, my God!
nice D from Walker. On the wing, Maverick. Outside Walker. Halliburton outside.
Bro, what the fuck's like?
Walker in the post. And he banks in the layup. Walker's got his first 2 points.
This is how Walker likes to play. He invites contact and he dishes it out.
Here's
Oh,
Tatum.
my God. Oh, you should have done that shit,
Some
baby.
nice D. Here's Toppin.
Oh, that was a block,
Target at
bro.
the rim.
What the fuck was that?
So it's Boston now.
Oh, Porzingis?
Tatum looking it over. Looking to end this cold spell. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
Calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
He wide the fuck
Great
up.
guy
Like,
listened in on Rick
fuck
Carlisle's
out of here,
huddle.
bro.
He told the guys to stay after inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Tatum. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Celtics lead by 2.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know, this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Oh, my God. How the fuck he do?
Turner, the
Damn.
high post.
Yeah, ball don't lie in that shit there.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Yeah, they really wanted that bucket to go. You can't get discouraged now.
Money. Oh,
That one's wide left.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that
no.
one.
We got
Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
okay, that's all you got, man.
That one drops.
Oh.
Wow. Turner just going off. Stepping up and getting it done for his squad.
Whoa, done that shit, bitch.
And finished off by Tatum.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size.
He should have done that last time.
Even against bigger guys.
Oh, get that shit out of there. Good shot on Pringles.
Pass to Brown.
Ooh.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. And it's good for 2. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle
Oh, my
is
God.
going for the Celtics.
Well, I like how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Pushing the wrong button.
Right side Tatum. Oh, and Turner with a block.
That's us.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
Outside Holiday.
Damn, you shoot high though.
Pacers trail by
Bitch.
4. Outside Neesmith. 1:03 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Kicks it out to Siakam. From behind the arc. Pass.
Ooh, good thing about you, Sean.
Sensational bucket. That brings it within 1.
There's absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coaches breathed a huge sigh of relief. Well, this is what he does, a proven scorer in the clutch.
outside Neesmith.
Yo, why the fuck niggas open though, bro?
Porzingis grabs the board. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Oh, shit. Well, I don't want to shoot with Brown. He has.
So it's Boston now. They lead by 4. And he commits the intentional foul.
Whew. Ah.
First free throw is good. And that puts him up 5. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah,
He shot it, but
it comes down to this. If they come away with here, this is pretty much over.
And an intentional foul right there.
Jeez.
He drops the first one. And that increases the lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Stop the floor, bro.
Nembhard outside. The 3. Money from deep.
Hey,
And
just bang that
there's the
bitch,
intentional
bro.
foul. No choice.
We gotta make both of these bitches out, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck
that was a
that.
smart move. You have to
I'm
foul
gonna
right
do a
there.
game today.
Just
Fuck
don't let
that.
them run out the clock.
He hits the first one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And the
Oh
second
my
free throw,
God.
no good. Tough
Get the
break there.
fuck out of here. I'm gonna just miss that bitch.
Back to Nembhard.
Ooh!
Offline. And
Who
so
else
it's
is there?
Weston who scrapes by with the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
That was a
And
good game. You wanna run that shit back, bro?
team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And
I know
that
you.
about wraps it up for Stan Van Gundy.
I guess I'm gonna play against me no more. Damn. That was a good ass game. Besides that first game was fucking, oh my god. Fuck. Should we get? I won't play football though. That's a minute. I'll play some football.